Hi everyone, this is John Wen. Today is April 29th, 2020. I will record this video to briefly go through what I've been done in the past week for my research items. You can see from the Gantt progress bar, our first priority is to extend current survey to a journal version, and currently I'm reading the surveys among some representative ones that list out in our website, and we selected 14 surveys to mainly focus on. And this week I select another short version survey 9, for concerning the time during these few weeks. I still in the final. I have some projects due and exams due, as well as I have to grade some exams during the weekend. So for this week I selected another shortened version of the survey, which is survey 9. And this survey is published by two professors. One is a assistant professor and another one is a professor and head of the Department of Information Technology of Pondicherry Engineering College. This survey provides a very high-level overview of workflow scheduling. And what is workflow scheduling? They also provide a sample workflow deck to introduce the nodes and edges, what they represent. And furthermore, they give out a list of scheduling algorithms that may be representative at this time. And I think this paper published in 2016 in ACM, and they are trying to illustrate the algorithm and compare them with different things such as a description, scheduling parameters, and environment. I think they cover the width but not very much depth, because the only information we can get for this algorithm is in this table. And furthermore, they introduce scheduling parameters. In another word, they are performance matrix, which is to assess the performance of every workflow scheduling algorithm on specific issues or on specific tasks. For example, they have make span, reliability, and turnaround, and cost, as well as energy, execution time, and throughput. And for each of them, they gave a very detailed mathematic introduction, the formula to tell how is expression like in mathematically. So I think this is very helpful for the new researchers to understand what kind of criteria can be found in workflow scheduling to make sure they met the quality of service as well as some constraints, and this can be the performance matrix to assess the performance finally. So they also list out a table that compare each algorithm in terms of the scheduling parameters. So I hope to point out two things. One is I like about this survey, and one is I dislike about this survey. The one I like this survey is they provide a very good statement at the very beginning. Before introducing scheduling algorithm, they say that workflow scheduling algorithm is NP hard, and it's very hard to get an optimal solution with polynomial time. So this gives us a very good foundation why there are so many scheduling algorithms out there, and there's no one superior than all the other for all scenarios, because every scheduling algorithm may apply on different scenarios or constraints. So that's why they are not comparable directly sometimes. So we provide different ones suit for different scenarios. And one thing I dislike about this survey is they have some screenshots, I think, they put into the paper, so it makes some blurred on the formula. So I think this can be improved in the future for the survey. So I think overall it's a very good survey, very high level survey for the new researchers to quickly take a glimpse of the scheduling fields of scheduling algorithm area. And this paper is published on 2016 in ACM, so I think it's quite representative. And moving to the next item, I keep refining the current survey for the final submission, which is accepted by 2020 SCC committee, EEE committee. We are very happy we get accepted, and currently we are addressing the comments or feedback from the SCC committee members, and we are trying to improve the current shape of the survey based on their feedbacks, which we think very helpful. So currently I'm trying to address them one by one. I list out all the comments or potential suggestions that are useful for the survey, and I try to address them one by one from my understanding currently. I also send this feedback to Dr. Lu and Dr. Che, and maybe some feedbacks from them will be very helpful for me to move forward as well. And for the past week, I mainly focused on some typos and changes. I think that's pretty much. I also walked through the survey for 2 more times and tried to check all the typos. I indeed find some typos and fix them already. So this is briefly this item. So let's go to the next item. So next item is a decision tree implementation. I mentioned in the past week, we finished this implementation, and this has working fine in the data view to output a criteria. For example, like this task 3 is able to successfully output a criteria of the learning tree, and then take the testing data to output a final classification based on the testing dataset. We've already successfully implemented pre-processing as well and data split as well. So I think it's an end-to-end workable workflow in the data view currently. So I also provide a link that we make the presentation to introduce about this implementation. So other than that, I think that's pretty much I will talk about for the updates in the past week. Hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, happy coding.